Hello, I'm Vine and welcome to Overthinking. And what is this? Why is this? Well, sometimes I tend to overthink about stuff and have to weed out those thoughts from my brain to other medium. This video is this medium. So basically, overthinking is my unproductive rant for the internet to hear. For the first topic, I chose an old Wibbish meme, genetically engineered cat girls for domestic ownership. So, what meme is this? It's a catchphrase that refers to the creation of real-life girls with feline features, most noticeably ears and tail. Officially, it started in 2011, peaked in 2018, and over the years had some reoccurring appearances. Some people are still nagging Elon Musk with it to this day. That's the meme. I will be overthinking its core concept, an idea of creating a semi-human being. Is it even possible? And before we start, I must state something. Biology is not my area of expertise, and in extension, nor is genetics. So, as I said, unproductive rant is unproductive and just for fun. Nonetheless, I double-checked all info here, so I shouldn't say anything that is totally false. At least I hope so. And with that out of the way, question stands. Are genetically engineered cat girls possible or not? First, we have to know what technology we do have and don't have. This is simple. We have made some significant advances in genetics recently. Yes, I'm referring to the CRISPR system. And to remind everyone what this is, CRISPR is a bacterial defense system against viruses. In 2012, scientists figured out how to use it to edit DNA with great precision. We are talking about targeting one specific letter in a vast gene library. Quite good stuff. Bear in mind that this is an oversimplified explanation. I don't even dare to delve into details here. Nonetheless, my point is, we have a functional tool to develop cat girls. And that's where the good news ends. Because although we have technology, we don't yet know how to use it. Or putting it more directly, nobody knows how to edit human DNA to create cat girl DNA. Evolution made genes into a complicated mess. We may know how to theoretically edit existing human attributes, but to change them completely or add more, we're gonna need a lot more research for that. But what do we have to research if we wanna make cat girls? What attributes we need to change or add in human genetic code to create a cat girl? Let's start with the basics: ears and tail. Tail would be probably the easiest attribute to add, since humans have dormant tail genes. During embryonic development, we all start with tails. There are even reported cases of people born with tails. We surely can build on this feature to create fluffy cat-like tail. So, this is potentially achievable. Ears are another story, because we don't even have a clear concept for them. Almost all artists draw cat girl ears differently, with some even opting for two pairs, one human and other one cat. And to keep this in the area of possibility, we cannot modify an ear canal or inner ear. Just keep our gene editing on the earlobe, making it big, furry, and overall cat-like. And since as humans we all have earlobes, this attribute could be as modifiable as tails. But, and this is a very big but, we must remember that DNA is a mess. Without potential correlating genes, even those two features could be a real challenge to edit. And this is not even the end of rabbit hole, because there are a lot of other cat features that are attributed to catgirls. To keep this idea clear and tight, I picked only 3 popular ones. First will be intelligence. Popular image of catgirls assumes that their intelligence would be in a half point between human and cat. Why? To make them docile and dependable on their human masters. And here we have a problem, because intelligence isn't defined only by genes, but also by development of nervous system. Which means that yes, we can dampen human intelligence by gene editing, but this trait will vary a lot between individual catgirls. You will end up with some smart ones, maybe even more clever than average human. Also, low intelligence doesn't have to make them more docile or dependent on their masters. They still can be quite rebellious, even in a dumb way. Attitude like that is common even in normal cats, so feral catgirls would definitely be a thing. Personally, I think that fully intelligent catgirls would be more useful overall, so this trait edit is optional in my opinion. Next is purring. Here the difficulty level increases because humans don't have any real potential to purr. And yes, we have quite good vocal cords, that's a fact. But producing the right frequency to vibrate our throats for prolonged time? No. Moreover, forcefully adding this feature to the human genome might mess with speech capacity, which might mean making mute catgirls just for the sake of purring. But I left the hardest part for last. Cat eyes. Recreating them in a human genome would not only be a legendary achievement, but also hinder our catgirls. Why? Cat eyes, as gorgeous as they are actually inferior to human eyes. Cats are short-sighted and have red-green color blindness. Moreover, their vertical pupils could mess with depth perception in human eye positioning. Cats have only one eye feature that is better than their human counterpart: night vision. They have a tapetum lucidum, reflective layer in their eyes that helps them see in low light conditions. Humans don't have anything like this. We probably don't even have any real potential to get it. So adding just this one thing to our genome would be a very difficult task. So, giving cat eyes to catgirls, ridiculously difficult, potentially damaging to their vision, and if we still wanna get cat eyes that would retain superior human vision, it will require gene editing recipes on a magic level. And that is all. We don't need to edit any more human traits. Fur? No, we are not making Khajiits. Cat tongue? Useless since we are not giving them fur. Paws? No, that would be too much furry. So the rest of the genome is standard savanna ape. Okay, let's summarize. Is it possible to create catgirls? I don't know. As I said at the beginning, we have the technology, but we don't know how to use it. There is a lot of research to be made, and a simple comparison between feline and human attributes hardly counts as one. And that will be the end of my overthinking. Next time I should overthink something from my area of expertise. like synthetically engineered catgirls or hive minds. So until then, bye!